What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another music video reaction slash review, first impression kind of video, I guess is what we're gonna call them, to a brand new song from KNK titled Lonely Night. And that's really all that I've got because, I'm trying to record a bunch of videos today and get these all up over the next couple of days to get myself caught back up. So we're gonna do what I do, of course, in all my videos here, which I'm gonna share my honest first impression, mostly first impression thoughts on this song, and I encourage you guys to do the same whether you like this song or not, because we're trying to build a community here that's all about just discussing our thoughts on new K-pop music, no matter what it is. So if you want to join that community, of course, that we're building here, then subscribe to the channel, because hopefully in the near future I've got plenty more videos where this one is coming from. So with all that being said, let's get this song started. Okay, I like low-key enjoy this right now. This is nice. Maybe I'm just kind of mishearing it, whatever. But the little vocal bit that transitioned into this chorus, was there a little distortion in that? Like the voice got like deeper and all that. I don't know. That was something I heard something similar to like that in like the intro of the song too. I like the flow of this part of the verse. Just the the way that it feels is good. I like that. I like this. The song's. Oh, I thought we were finished. It's not. We still got another like 30 seconds. Faked me out. Tricked me. That was, I very much enjoyed that song. That was really good. Well, I shouldn't say really good. That might be like but it's not really an exaggeration. But it's a really good song. Not really necessarily one that's kind of like making me go crazy or anything like that. But at the same time, definitely another really enjoyable song from KNK. Like, these guys are releasing music that is, low-key really good. Or maybe not low-key, but they're definitely releasing music on a consistent basis every time that they release something, put out a single or an album or something like that, that is, definitely something that I would recommend to somebody. Like, if you wanted to listen to some K-pop that wasn't necessarily, the super popular stuff, or like the I don't know. I guess I would kind of classify. Maybe we'll talk about this later in the rest of this after coming up after my whole question of the video thing, because I'm gonna listen to this song some more, of course, and then we'll kind of get down into kind of what I like about KNK as a group and the music that they've been releasing, kind of how they fit into the entire, you know, kind of K-pop genre, because I like where they sit. If they get popular, more popular, or, you know, whatever, that's cool. If they don't, then I'm also fine with that. So that's where I'm going to leave this first impression segment. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to listen to the song some more. I'm going to come back with some more thoughts on this song in just a second. But first, please answer the question of the video in the comment section below. Let's get into the review portion of this video to kind of just highlight and specifically talk about one specific point of this song, or I should say multiple points, but it's the same thing that happens in this song that I enjoy. I talked about it in the whole reaction, the first impression, the very first impression portion of this video, but the thing specifically that I like about this song, and that just kind of makes me like this song in general, or kind of, I guess, plays into one of the things that I really like about this song in general, is I think, is it the first part of the verse? I guess it is, but it's the first part of the verse where the whole vocal kind of slows down from being something, from like the whole flow of the vocals being more of a, you know, smooth and like drawn out sort of, you know, style, like, you know, where the vocals are, I guess, more sung. I guess it goes from being, you know, vocals that are sung to vocals that are more, I guess, rapped or hip, you know, spoken word kind of thing, you know, anyway, the flow of the vocals kind of breaks down a little bit, so it's definitely a much more, you know, start stop kind of feel to it, and I really like that. It's definitely a really good feel, and the reason for that, that I enjoy it more than if it was in a different song potentially, is really because I think it kind of carries a little bit of, or a lot, or if not all of the sort of feel and the flow of the song that was, or the music track from before, into that part of the song also. But there isn't as much music track backing it, if there is, if any, and, you know, the vocals at that point are kind of like the main aspect of the song. So carrying, you know, the flow and the feel of the song that you're getting in the music track, you know, before that moment in the song, but then carrying that into the first part of that verse, or that section of the verse, but it's all kind of just created based off of the flow of the vocals, which is something that is pretty cool. And that, of course, just kind of plays into one of the things that I like about this, or the reason that I really like this song in general, is just the whole sort of flow of the entire song is just something that I, you know, really enjoy. It's a song that I can get into pretty easily, and, you know, even though it's not necessarily one of those songs that's like super hyped, or, you know, like similar to like A-Pink in the song that I covered the other day, where that song doesn't necessarily have a particular point that is like the focal point or the pinnacle of the song or anything like that. It's still a really good song. It's still super, super enjoyable, but it's not necessarily one that's gonna, like, you know, get me super, super hyped and amped up and like full of energy. But that's not a bad thing. You know, every song has its different purpose, and it obviously affects each of us in a completely different way. So if you like the song if the song makes you feel differently than I do, that's perfectly, you know, awesome. And of course, part of the reason why I make these videos too is I want to actually, at least in this case especially, want to know how this song makes you feel, or, you know, it'd be cool if you would kind of share your interpretation, how you know, heard and felt this song as you listened to it, because, you know, I'm kind of sharing the way that I felt this song. So that was one of the things that I enjoyed. The whole sort of flow of it is really, really nice. And I guess kind of going back to the whole vocal, you know, progression, or the flow of the vocals, I guess there is a difference that I really enjoy too, between, like I said, the more broken up, you know, stop start feel of that one portion of the verse, compared to like the chorus, with the more, you know, drawn out, you know, words and all that kind of stuff, you know, where they sustain notes and stuff like that. That's, I guess, a pretty cool and, you know, interesting and nice sort of dynamic, and gives it a nice little different sort of feel, but it's not in a particularly dramatic way either. So that, I guess is another aspect of it that I really like. But I just want to talk a couple minutes before we finish off this video about one of the things that I enjoy about KNK. I enjoy about some of the other you know, less popular boy groups, or maybe potentially it's just becoming more of like a trend with the boy groups in K-pop in general. But that is the sense that like KNK and the music that they've released hasn't necessarily been, you know, like, I don't know necessarily if calling it pop music is, or saying that is not pop music is correct or not, but you know, music that is definitely way more, I think, like R&B kind of influenced and styled and I guess infused than other, you know, mainstream boy groups are doing. I don't know if that necessarily makes any sense, but it definitely is, you know, KNK and the music that they've released or that they've promoted with has been definitely more on the side of, you know, songs that you're supposed to, I guess, feel internally inside yourself versus songs that are supposed to like fill you with energy and get you all hyped up, which is very much different, I think, from, well, definitely from K-pop of the last, you know, few years. And I think this kind of becoming a trend like this, or this is the way that K-pop is kind of developing with a lot of, well, girl group music, boy group music. I think that it's kind of the way that it's going. And I don't know necessarily if I would say that it's being led by, you know, younger groups like this, but it definitely is a sort of, you know, style of music that is, or I guess a feel from that the listeners getting from the music, or at least that I'm getting from the music, that is different from the past. And I personally enjoy it. It's nice to see, you know, an evolution and a change in a genre of music, and, you know, to see groups that are sticking to something or doing something that potentially isn't the most popular thing right now, but it will potentially end up being something that will, you know, pay off for them in the long term, or maybe it won't. But you know, regardless, it's just nice. I like where KNK and other boy groups like this are sitting in terms of, you know, the whole, you know, popularity spectrum of K-pop, because I don't think that they're at the bottom. I don't think, and they obviously aren't, you know, near the top necessarily, that, or at least as far as I'm aware, but they're right in the middle, and they've got a nice, you know, comfortable spot where they're not, I don't think, in any sort of danger of, you know, ceasing to exist necessarily. But, you know, and they're kind of using that to make some music that is, you know, maybe not mainstream, ultra popular kind of music, but is definitely not music that is so far out there that it is definitely not going to be popular. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying KNK. I hope they keep, you know, doing what they're doing. Don't change it up. Or if they do, you know, that's cool too. I welcome that also. You know, regardless, if they do it, whatever they do, if they like it, then I'm gonna say I like it. If I don't like it, then I'm gonna say I don't like it. You know, at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is, and that's the way things go. So I want to know what you guys think about this song, about KNK as a group, about, you know, where they sit in K-pop, or whatever it is, whatever other thoughts are on your mind. Share them in the comments below. And of course, if you want to see more videos like this and become a part of the discussion and the community that we're building here, then subscribe to the channel, because I got plenty more videos where this one has come from. So with all of that being said, guys, that's it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.